Everyone, today I'm going to share with you some fun hands-on Montessori inspired ants theme activities. These activities are perfect for teaching preschoolers some fun facts about ants. For example, ants eat harmful insects. Also, in their hunt for food, ants clean up the environment by removing dead bugs, leaves, and even food items left behind by humans. Ants are social insects, which means they live and work together. Sometimes kids are afraid of insects and their first instinct is to squish them. But when we teach them that ants are important for our environment, kids will see them in a new way. For these activities, I will be using books, toys, pom-poms, construction paper, and other things that you may already have around the house. As usual, I will be sharing some free printables with all of my subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching my videos. The first thing we're going to do is read some books about ants. I really like this National Geographic Kids books. They're perfect nonfiction books. I like all of their pictures, and they have information that is perfect for preschoolers. This is a level 1 book. So we will be reading this. Then I have other books here. This is Ask a Bug. I really like this book. It's like we're asking the ant some questions and the ant is answering for us. Super cute book. So we're going to read the part about ants, how insects work together. A lot of these books are from the public library. I always like to encourage you to use your public library. This one is Bugs Are Insects, and so we'll read a little bit here. This one, Insects, Ant Lions. This one is a super cute book. It's called 100 Hungry Ants. Super funny, cute book. So we will read this throughout the week. We're going to read this book. This one is called Name That Bug. And so what we look at the picture, and then what do we think is this bug, and then it gives us information. What is this bug? It's a ladybug, and this is a hard-working bug. What is it? It's an ant. So we'll read this. And then this one, Insects at Your Fingertips. So we will definitely be looking at this book as well. This one, this is an Osborne book. I really like this book. I actually picked this up at the thrift store for 99 cents. And this is one of those books, like an I Spy book. So we'll look down here and it tells you how many ants we're going to look for in the picture. Like this one is 10 ants and 4 bugs, 5 peacock butterflies. Super cute book. I really like this book. So as we read, we look at these beautiful pictures, and as we're reading, we found out that the ant has 3 parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. So what we did, we put together this ant. This is just construction paper, some pipe cleaners, and I put some googly eyes, and then we put some here for the antenna. I just glue them with some hot glue. And so what my grandson is going to do, he's going to look here and we're going to read this. This is the head. So then he's going to label the ant. Thorax and the abdomen. One of the things we're going to do this week is talk about the word ant and how it starts with the letter A. We're going to trace the letter A using these little ants. These are the cutest things. I bought these. I found them on Amazon. I think I paid $6.99. They came in this little bag. There's 50 little ants. So we're going to do lots of activities with these little ants. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to trace the letter A with the little ants. Now, if you don't have some little ants, there's lots of other things that you can use. For example, you can use mini erasers. You can use pom-poms, buttons, whatever it is that you have at home. I'm going to set up this tray with some kinetic sand. I'm using the little plastic ants. I'm using some toys and some food. I also have this other tray with more ants and more of this little plastic food. These are like little erasers. But I'm going to set this up for my grandson and he'll just play for hours with this. You can also use Play-Doh if you don't have kinetic sand. Now, if you don't have some of this little plastic food, you can make some food out of construction paper. Like we made some pizza slices. It's just construction paper and some of these circle stickers. We made some cookies. This is also just construction paper. Some donuts. It's just paper and then we just colored the sprinkles there. Some watermelon is just construction paper and then we colored in some little seeds. Lemon, an orange. So what we're going to do, I found these napkins at the dollar store. So what I'm going to do with this activity, I am going to put a cookie. I am going to put a number. And what my grandson's going to do is put the number of ants, like the magnetic number 3. So we'll put 3 of the ants on the cookie. Wait, I think I have 2 cookies here. Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We can do the pizza slice. And let's say we're going to do the number 7. So then we would count 7 ants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just a super fun way to practice, counting using our food that we made and our little ants. Now, if you don't have some of these plastic ants, another activity that we're going to be doing this week, we're going to be practicing our cutting. So we're going to be cutting these ants and we can use some of these ants for the activity. I created this printable and I'll go ahead and link it below. For this activity, we're going to be working with these cards that I created. We're going to be looking at our numbers. We're going to match the cards. I have the number on the card. I have the written word for the number. I also have a die, like for the number 1, here's 1 dot, and I also have a 10 frame. So what my grandson is going to do is put these cards in order. He's going to match them, like that's 1. And then here's the 10 frame, and it has a little ant on the 10 frame, 1 ant. And then the number 2. And then the written word for 2. Here's the die with 2 dots and the 10 frame with 2 little ants. So we're going to work with this. We're going to match our cards. I made numbers 1 through 10. So we'll work with these. Just a super fun way to practice number recognition, to play a matching game with our little cards. I'm also including this tally marks. If your child is already learning about tally marks, then you can also include these in the matching game. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a free printable. I'll go ahead and link it below. I picked up this toy at a garage sale last week. I paid $1 for it. All the parts were in the box. It hadn't even been opened. I really like the little cards. It comes with 32 cards. The cards have pictures on both sides. It has 10 of the letter cubes, super cute little cubes, and it has 5 mathematical symbols. It has the number little blocks, and it had the little instructions, the little guide. I liked most of this. I liked. I'm going to tell you what I didn't like about this. I like that it has a pretty picture. It has the word. So what my grandson is going to do is look for the letters and form the word. It has an addition problem on the side. So this one has 2 little frogs plus, and then it has 6 equals 8. So then he looks for the 2 plus 6 equals 8. Super cute. It comes with all of these cards. There's animals, there's fruits. There's like body parts and planet. There's also, we're probably going to be doing the easy addition problems. It also comes with subtraction. I put all the addition, most of the addition in the front. There's also some subtraction cards, and then there's even some for multiplication, and then there was some for division. We're not doing any of these anytime soon, but we will do some of the addition and some of the subtraction. I like that it had an ant, so we're going to go ahead and do a couple of these, a couple of the addition, and maybe a couple of the subtraction cards. But for $1, I thought it was a great deal. This week we're also going to be playing with this game that we already had. It's called Ants in the Pants. Super cute game. It comes with the little ants and they're in 4 different colors. So I'm going to pick a color, my grandson's going to pick a color, and so what you do, you just press here and you try to see if the little ants would go in the pants. And so we're just going to have fun playing this game, Ants in the Pants. If you don't have the game Ants in Your Pants, I created this printable. I'll go ahead and link it below. You can use the little printable with the ants that we use for scissor practice. I went ahead and printed it on cardstock. And so what we're going to do is use a die and we're going to roll it 6. So then we would put 6 little ants on the pants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then roll again and see what we have. 4. And then we would just continue playing and putting the little ants on the pants. Super fun game using the little printable that I created. Another game that you can play is using some cups. These are styrofoam cups, and I made a little hole on the top on each cup. I pasted some of the little ants that we had cut earlier, and then I also have some of the little ants that I printed on the cardstock. And so what we're going to do is play a game. Same thing, we're going to roll the die. It's 4. So this is my cup. I'm going to put my 4 ants in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my grandson would roll. He got 4 also. He would put his. At the end of the game, we see who has the most ants. You just shake this, take out the ants, and count them. If you don't want to make too many of the cups, another thing that you can do is use some of these stickers and you assign a color. Like, let's say your child is going to be blue. So you use the little stickers, label some of the ants with blue, some with red, and you assign a color. So when it's like, if I'm the blue one, I roll the dice, it was 1, I put 1 of my blue stickers. Then my grandson would have his little stickers and he puts the red ones because he's red, and then at the end we just take them out and count them and see how many we have, how many of the blue and how many of the red. I have a tray with several activities. This first one is an ant maze. This is from totschooling.net. So we're going to be using a dry erase marker, and my grandson is going to bring the little ant to come around so that the ant can get to the watermelon. You can use a dry erase marker. You can use a little ant. If you have a little ant, then we can work with that. Super fun activity. This is a free printable from totschooling.net. This next set of activities are from Gift of Curiosity. There's lots of fun activities. This one, A is for ant. You can use pom-poms. You can use mini erasers. You can use whatever you have at home for these activities. She also offers this ant, and you can also use pom-poms or duo-dot markers. There's this one. She has this one for finding the uppercase letter A. This one, you ask your child to color the circles with the uppercase letter yellow and the lowercase red. This finding the lowercase letter A. This one, it says to mark the circle under all the things an ant might eat. So for this one, your child is going to put a little pom-pom or mini eraser under the things that an ant might eat, like the bananas. This one is patterns, and I would laminate this. I would cut this out and laminate it or put it in a sheet protector so you can do it over and over. And so what your child is going to do is see what comes next over here, what the pattern is. This one, it's follow the arrows to get the ant at the top to the ant at the bottom. So this, they're just gonna follow the arrows and come all the way around and get to the other ant. This one, this ant is gonna make a trail from the ant to the orange below. And there's others a little bit more difficult, and all of these printables are from Gift of Curiosity. So if you like some of these activities, you need to go and find the printable yourself. These are from Gift of Curiosity. I always like to include tracing activity. Today we're going to be using our sandpaper letters. We're going to trace the letter A. We're doing the uppercase, and we're also going to do the lowercase. I also have this salt tray. I actually don't have salt. I have sand, green sand from the dollar store. And what my grandson's going to do, he's going to trace the letter A. You've seen me use this learning binder that I put together for my grandson. So now I'm putting together this learning notebook, and we're just going to have letters. So I started with the letter A. I created some printables for him. He's going to color the letter A. Then he's going to trace the letter A. We're probably going to be using crayons with these activities. For this one, he's going to find and color the letter A, the uppercase and the lowercase. This one is A is 4, so we have pictures that start with the letter A, like apple, ant, anchor, airplane, acorn, and angel. So we're gonna look at the words and color the pictures. This one, we're going to sort the letters the uppercase and the lowercase. He's going to cut the letters and he's going to sort them here. Uppercase here, lowercase here. Again, practicing with our scissors and practicing to use a glue stick. So we're going to work on that. And then for this one, it says I can color the pictures that start with the letter A. So then he's going to look through here and find the pictures that start with the letter A. He's going to color the apple, the acorn, the ant, and he will probably draw an X on the ones that don't start with the letter A. I just started this notebook for him. Let me know in the comments if you would like copies of these printables. We're going to move on to the letter B and then the letter C and so on. But this is something that we're working on. We made these little crafts, some little ants, and again, just using things we already had around the house. Like for this little ant, we used some of the tops from like these little yogurts. I always like to keep the little tops and then play with them. So we made this little ant, just some googly eyes and some pipe cleaners. We made this one with an egg carton and we just painted that and put googly eyes and use pipe cleaners. This ant, it was 2 spoons and again same thing, little googly eyes and some pipe cleaners. Just some little throughout the week I will ask my grandson to name the parts of the ant. We also made a snack. It's an ant and we made that with some marshmallows that we already had, some pretzel sticks, and some raisins for eyes. I hope you enjoyed the activities I had for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.